Hey folks, welcome back to 10 POW 6. Let's build our tech business. So, for the probably three of you regulars that are here, today we'll be talking about my 10 POW 6 ecosystem conceptual plans. So, I've deployed out on AWS. That's going to be my primary cloud service provider. I'm making use of Control Tower primarily for the management of my multiple accounts and identity across those accounts. So what this does is it essentially deploys out a root account. On the root account, there is a set of stack sets and a service catalog. But long story short, by default, there will be a log archive account that all logs on all the AWS accounts will flow up to, as well as a audit account for some of the CloudWatch activities, etc. As you know, we have two YouTube channels currently. We have 10 POW 6 YouTube. This is going to host various videos. They'll be associated with tech related how-tos, challenges, etc. The eventual quest videos, 10 POW 6 video videos, and of course this vlog series. Longtime followers of this channel, you'll probably notice some of the videos have been hidden, particularly the quest videos of the first successful quest that we ran. This will be hidden until I actually get this restarted and up on the ground running. So we also have an ancillary channel, 10 POW 6 Travel, primarily using this to post videos of some of my vacations and places I've been to. It's a nice little side effort I'm doing, primarily to learn video editing and some of the activities associated with that. I don't expect this to be profitable at any time, but it's primarily a learning aspect. I think our core channel will be more tied towards our road to profit activities. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things we're deploying out. So from account perspective, each account the Control Tower deploys out, it follows the account baseline. So each serviced account is going to have kind of the foundational aspects on deployment. I'm thinking of doing like a shared service account. This is going to host tooling for the ecosystem, including CI/CD, and then just general shared tooling, security tools, etc. That might be latching into our accounts. Potentially, I'm still debating internally with myself on which IAM service provider I'm going to be using. I might go the Auth0 route. I might go the Keycloak route. Looking at Citadel also. Thinking on this from terms of scalability. If I go the Keycloak route, I'm going to have some upfront costs associated with the infrastructure that I would like to avoid, as much as there's appeal of kind of owning my own identity ecosystem and not being tied to a service provider. From a cost perspective, from a bootstrap startup, I'm leaning towards one of the SaaS providers, and honestly, I'm currently leaning a little bit towards Citadel. Their pricing structure, I think, as the 10 POW 6 ecosystem grows, might be cheaper and more palatable than some of the typical Auth0 and Okta providers out there. So in general, I mean, we have the 10 POW 6 prod account, and this is our landing page. I redirect the naked to, or I'm sorry, I redirect www to naked, and then I'm delegating out the dev.10pow6. So you'll see the structure as I go through this, but overall, initially I was thinking Auth. This might change to Citadel. We'll see. But the idea is that for the 10PAL6 ecosystem, it's going to be a universal account, so single sign-on. So one 10PAL6 account is going to get you access to all our kind of services, whether that's 10PAL6 quests, blogs, hosting, whatever. We'll get to like a landing page, billing management. My goal is to essentially like pay for credits that you can use for the ecosystem. Surely it'll be like an API, landing page, etc. If we look at blog prod, so my goal here is essentially a blog hosting service. And long story short, you can create blogs and do like hosted blogs. I'm wanting to do something with Pelican, which is a Python static site generator. And I'm thinking we can do like a markdown quick blog type posting thing. And then this will be tied in, of course, to like CI/CD stacks to automatically deploy out and rebuild your blog once you update a markdown file. And of course, following again, typical dev, leaning towards on our first output actually being, well, technically probably this account structure, billing, etc. But from a service perspective of 10PAL6, gonna be doing, I think, the blog primarily because this, I think, is the best chance of profitability and use for folks, and probably one of the, I'd say, more useful services to get out in front of folks. Our next little area is hosting. I want to provide kind of a hosting portal. I'm doing this with one of my community sites already, AGV. I've redone kind of their landing page and everything, and I've hosted that. It's a pretty simple hosted structure. It's honestly it's CloudFront and S3 bucket behind it. Pretty minimal. For a live kind of hosting thing, I would definitely need to restructure this a little bit, just to kind of support the CI/CD and deployments as folks kind of self-manage their hosting. Of course, there's going to be quite a few headaches in that avenue as well, but we'll see where that goes. I think for now, this is kind of low priority. I'll keep this AGV GG hosted and keep that going, and then we'll move in the hosting area when it makes sense. Portal, like I said, this is my glorified URL shortener. It's functional right now as far as the URL redirection, but I need to rework this so it's more aligned towards profitability and also more aligned towards features and actually making this a distinguished platform. I want to almost like sell shortened URLs potentially and have that marketplace up and running here. I think that could be a nice little silo of revenue here. Quest, I've mentioned this before, but this is my Cicada 3301 inspired little game. I want to expand that out. Trying to think from a profit angle how that'll look. Likely add something. I'm not sure. Sponsorship, who knows? This is definitely one of the things that are close to my heart, and I do want to make successful here. Script marketplace, it's essentially a hosted marketplace that you can execute scripts for websites. 10PAL6 video, this is my completely failed and terrible idea of a NFT oriented thing. I do want to look at this long run and revamp this into something that's actually useful and not just a purely stupid idea. So we'll see what that looks like. And that's kind of what I have planned out for the ecosystem right now. From a billing management perspective, I'm planning to integrate with Stripe here. I need to look a little bit more on their TOS as far as what it looks like for utilizing Stripe to buy essentially tokens for use within the 10PAL6 ecosystem. From my understanding right now, I'm not a lawyer, disclaimer, blah, blah, blah. It's okay with the Stripe terms of service if users are able to buy the token, but the token can only be redeemed kind of on the site, but not reverse. Like I can't redeem a token for fiat. So we'll poke a little bit more into that. But right now it's looking like Stripe. And again, Stripe was kind of my avenue for that first pathway to revenue on hosting here. That massive buy me a Lambo $10, right? And I think that's about it from a ecosystem perspective. Hope you enjoyed this video. I think the next video that we're going to probably dive into is I'm going to do probably some whiteboarding and architectural sketches on how this 10PAL6 blog might work. So hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Cheers, folks.